person cannot just declare bankruptcy and then sort of have all of his debts miraculously vanish. Yes, bankruptcy can discharge, essentially get rid of certain types of debts, but not these debts.
Out of luck. That debt is priority debt, and it's not wiped out by a bankruptcy filing.
But has it, Money Mayweather Jr., TMT, is going broke, bankrupt. Is this true? Can someone explain to me how on earth do you spend or waste $400 million?
A CNN report has revealed how Floyd Mayweather allegedly lost $500 million in just 6 months, ultimately leading to bankruptcy. According to the leak, Mayweather consistently purchased luxury properties without regard for the heavy tax responsibilities tied to owning such assets. This kind of reckless financial behavior aligns closely with the broader narrative of his financial collapse.
And the bank knows, the mortgage companies know that maybe you'll keep your house 7 years. So the greatest tax write-offs for that home mortgage is within the first 7 or 10 years. Do you know that if you have a 30-year mortgage, let's just say it was for $200,000, that in the first 20 years, you've only paid down $100,000 of principal? Why? Because all of that money went for interest.
Even if Floyd Mayweather has declared bankruptcy, he is still legally required to repay his debts. Bankruptcy does not eliminate tax obligations or other legal financial responsibilities. For example, in 2017, the IRS filed a lien stating that Mayweather owed $20.2 million in back taxes from 2015, despite his claims of having already paid $26 million the same year. He also had outstanding tax debt from 2010, totaling $7.2 million.
The bad news is that not all of the debt that you owe to the IRS is actually dischargeable under the bankruptcy code. Priority debt or more recent debt is not dischargeable.
Known for flaunting his wealth, Mayweather recently made headlines with a $40 million property purchase in New York. While fans admire his extravagant lifestyle, others question his financial judgment, especially given the persistent rumors surrounding his unpaid debts. This move has sparked both admiration and concern regarding how he manages his money.
What the hell is going on with Floyd Mayweather, man?
Man, do we got money or not? I don't know what's going on.
I'm lost.
Man, I seen, I think Stephen A was talking about he was bankrupt.
See, I know he came out with this commercial talking about he just invested in this deal that's worth like $402 million that's dealing with 60 apartment buildings.
Yeah, I heard the nigga bought half of New York.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so he walking down the street of New York. Yeah, I own that one. I own that one.
I've seen that too.
So some people reached out to the agencies that he's connected with about this deal, and they said no comment.
Let me say something. I got a question. Niggas is nosy for no reason.
Nosy as hell.
What I'm reaching out to these people about they deal for?
We want to talk to you about the Floyd Mayweather deal. No comment. But they say his name ain't on no paperwork or nothing.
I seen him on something. He look like a bum.
Floyd?
Yeah, he looking like a bum. Like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh, yeah, I seen that too.
There's no way this man is broke. There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is, I don't know where the money went to.
Exactly.
Mayweather's passion for high-end sports cars is widely known. His garage includes a staggering number of ultra-luxurious vehicles, from multiple Bugatti Veyrons and Lamborghinis to various Rolls-Royces. In some instances, he owns duplicates of the same model in different colors. What's even more surprising is that many of these expensive cars have never even been driven.
Floyd Mayweather's rarest cars. First, we have his Bugatti Veyron 16-4. This one's going for about $1 million. His Ferrari Enzo going for about $2 million. His Lamborghini Murcielago going for about $500,000. His Bentley Mulsanne going for about $300K. He owns at least 29 Rolls-Royce Phantoms, and each of these start at about $450,000. He also has a Bentley golf car going for about $30,000. And lastly, we have his Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. This one's going for about $5 million.
His social media platforms act as a digital showcase of his wealth, especially his collection of luxury cars. Whether it's rows of all-black Ferraris or pristine vehicles that look untouched, Mayweather uses these posts to craft an image of unmatched affluence. However, while visually impressive, this display has also invited criticism for promoting material excess.
I just want to show the people how I live on a daily basis. This right here is rent. So we got this. We like to call this house right here the Palace. It's just the EWB, extended wheelbase, Gucci pillows. All depends on how you want to close the door. Stop talking and film me. Come on. I didn't show you guys this. I bought this like 4 or 5 days ago. I got all type of toys, Apple TV, personal machine, all type of crazy stuff. Talked about this yesterday, talked about that. It's blue on the seats. Crocodile Himalayan, 110,000. That's what we do. Live life, have fun, work hard, play hard. Show you guys my lifestyle.
Despite multiple reports of tax issues, Mayweather insists his financial status is solid. He often dismisses such claims as media exaggerations, stating that he's paid millions to the IRS, citing the $26 million payment in 2015. For example, he portrays his empire as financially stable and views the tax allegations as attacks on his character. Still, repeated financial controversies have raised doubts. Outside the ring, his personal life has been controversial, with multiple women, including ex-partners, accusing him of emotional abuse and manipulation, suggesting he believes wealth can shield him from accountability.
Floyd Mayweather, real quick, okay? So somebody sent me a lawsuit. I got to go through the details. But apparently, a few of his girls, strippers at Girl Collection are suing him for loss of wages. Okay. Now, I wasn't going to pay attention to this because I was just like, well, how are y'all strippers and you suing him for loss of wages? I'm trying to figure that out. Like, you get your money from the Patreon. What does he have to do with your money? And so somebody put a little bird in my ear. They said this was the beginning of the lawsuit. Okay. They're going to be adding more allegations of harassment and all this stuff. And I was just like, no, hold up. No, you worked in a club. And so apparently there's more to come. All right. But here's my thing. I was like, the last person that filed a lawsuit against him, alleging anything, where's she at? Anybody seen her?
Even with reported debts, including a $33 million sum allegedly owed to Gervonta Davis and other international liabilities, Mayweather's spending habits remain unchecked. He continues to invest in lavish homes, exotic cars, and rare collectibles. To counter growing public concern, he released a video showcasing his real estate portfolio across the U.S. In it, he claimed he was shifting focus from luxury living to commercial properties that generate income, while framed as a smart financial pivot. Some critics remain unconvinced.
Floyd Money Mayweather is at it again. This time, not in the ring, but in the real estate market. The undefeated boxing champ just sold his Miami Beach mansion for a jaw-dropping $22 million. Let's break down the numbers and see why Floyd's still living up to his nickname. Mayweather originally bought this stunning waterfront property in 2021 for $18 million. Fast forward 3 years and he's walking away with a cool $4 million profit. Not bad, right? And here's a fun twist. The buyer is taking on a $13 million mortgage, which comes with monthly payments of nearly $99,000. Now, let's talk about the mansion itself. It's a 3-story masterpiece, spanning over 9,000 square feet, with 9 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. But the amenities? Next level. A 5,000 square foot rooftop with panoramic views, a private dock for a 30-meter yacht, a movie theater, gym, game room, and even smart home tech. Plus, it's located in a guard-gated community, ultimate privacy for the ultra-rich. This isn't Floyd's only play in the property game. He recently listed his Beverly Hills estate for a whopping $48 million. That's nearly double the $25.5 million he paid for it back in 2017. If it sells, he'll pocket an insane $22.5 million profit. This Beverly Hills compound is a paradise of its own, with 6 bedrooms, 9.5 bathrooms, and entertainment spaces galore.
Mayweather's love of extravagance reached new heights, with the purchase of a $30 million resort-style mansion, complete with multiple pools, entertainment spaces, and extravagant features. The home adds to his elite portfolio in places like Beverly Hills, Las Vegas, and Miami. While fans see it as another example of the money man flexing, Skeptics question the rationale behind such purchases given his rumored financial issues. Oscar De La Hoya even commented that Mayweather's boxing comebacks are less about love for the sport and more about refilling his bank account. High-profile fights against Canelo Alvarez and Conor McGregor, critics say, were more about big pay-per-view earnings than building his boxing legacy. Few things symbolize success like Mayweather's $18 million watch. The Jacob & Co. billionaire timepiece, encrusted with 260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds, stands as one of his most prized possessions. While some admire the watch's craftsmanship, others see it as just another extravagant symbol. In Mayweather's story of relentless material obsession, like much of his lifestyle, the watch is loud, flashy, and unapologetically over the top, just how he likes it.
Me and Canelo are having a last laugh. Canelo is gonna enjoy his lucrative contract. He's gonna fight the very best, unlike Floyd. Waits for fighters to either be over the hill or too young, the way he fought Canelo when he was too young. But look, hey, if Floyd really wants to fight, if he really wants to come out of retirement and crawl under his rock, then call out Canelo once again at 160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds, call out Canelo and do the rematch. And that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants?
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spendy, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking...
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old. Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down. You think?
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your rock, dude.
Lately, Mayweather has attempted to reshape the public perception of his finances. He's talked about focusing on investments that provide stable returns rather than flashy purchases. His quote, "Money doesn't make me, I make money," was meant to reflect personal growth. He now emphasizes building wealth through real estate and business ventures, suggesting a shift toward long-term financial thinking. On the surface, this appears wise, but not everything adds up.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it. That's insane. That 1.8 is high. 18 life. That happy birthday, champ.
That's how we doing.
That is sick, dude.
But you gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. One of one piece.
One of one.
The money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one. $1.8 million.
Boxing Doctor News. Hey there, money moves enthusiasts. Let's talk about Floyd Mayweather's wild ride in the world of wealth. 1 minute. We're hearing about financial troubles. The next, he's dropping $402 million on Manhattan real estate. But hold up, plot twist. Now his LA gym employees are protesting, claiming they haven't been paid. Is the money team really out of money? Meanwhile, Mayweather's still flexing, snagging a $20 million property in Midtown. What's the real story here? Is he a real estate mogul or facing a cash crunch? And the biggest question, does Floyd even know what's happening at his gym? This financial roller coaster is giving us whiplash. What do you think is really going on with Mayweather's millions? Drop your theories in the comments.
Despite his talk of smarter investing, Mayweather has yet to address many of the financial red flags still looming over him. Unpaid taxes, ongoing lawsuits, and unresolved debts continue to haunt his empire. even with high-profile partnerships, such as those with real estate firm S.L. Green. Some analysts argue that his involvement is more about image than substantial financial commitment. It's a familiar pattern, big announcements with little transparency. Rapper 50 Cent once publicly mocked Mayweather's constant need to display wealth, accusing him of exaggerating his rich as a jab that added fuel to the growing doubts over how much of Mayweather's fortune is truly liquid versus tied up in unstable, image-driven assets.
Floyd, you seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences. And with me being able to make a lot of money, I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results.
Much like rapper Lil Uzi Vert, Mayweather has been targeted by numerous lawsuits over the years. Many stem from a sense of invincibility rooted in his belief that money can shield him from consequences. But as legal fees rise and settlements accumulate, the cracks in that illusion are becoming harder to ignore.
There's a flex happening with Floyd Mayweather that we were all cheering and congratulating him from, but we might need to put a pin in that as some evidence comes forward that things may not be how they seem. So a couple weeks back, I talked about it here on the show. Floyd Mayweather said he dropped $402 million on 62 Manhattan rental buildings. But Business Insider went and did the research. They did their Googles, and they said they couldn't find any receipts that this is true. There were no deed transfers, no public records, nothing. They made some phone calls to owners, and they could not find any information regarding this transaction. Floyd has gone on interviews and discussed it. You know, of course, 50 Cent dropped in with his troll thing and put the interview up and the information about it and said he bought them in his imagination. Same place he read all those Harry Potter books, because 50 gone 50. My question is, does Floyd, was he swindled in some sort of business deal?
Mayweather's announcement of backing a $10 billion real estate portfolio initially made waves, featuring landmarks like the Aon Center and Chicago's old post office. It sounded like a major financial move. However, insiders have questioned how involved he actually is. Many believe he's more of a promotional figure than a key investor. If true, it fits a familiar narrative. High-profile names, grand claims, but little depth behind them. Today, Mayweather finds himself grappling with mounting debt and ongoing legal issues, largely due to years of unchecked spending and the relentless need to maintain his Money Mayweather image. Despite his business ventures, his refusal to scale back his luxurious lifestyle may have left him exposed both financially and legally.
Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. So the situation is crazy, man, because Lil Uzi Vert and Floyd Mayweather are being sued for an assault that happened last June in New York, right? The whole situation is that the person that's suing them says that he saw Floyd Mayweather's truck and he went across the street while he was filming to get some footage of it. And basically the whole money team, Floyd Mayweather's team and Lil Uzi Vert came out of the truck and beat the crap out of him, right? It's crazy as hell because Lil Uzi Vert responded and he said that he don't even know Floyd Mayweather. He was not there and you guys got the wrong person, right? I've never seen Mayweather and Lil Uzi Vert in the same place together at all ever, and I'm guessing that it's probably somebody from Mayweather's team that kind of looks like Uzi, right? Either way, man, Uzi is wrapped up in this lawsuit. We'll see if they take his name off of it once they figure out what's going on.